I can reveal this now because thank God it's resolved itself. I've been dealing with something else for the last few days. It's okay. You were talking about that dog that got
a lost dog, stolen/lost.
This dog, a French bulldog, got out of the car at the grocery store, and somebody scooped it up, and we went on about that. Recently, I've had an issue. This started on, I want to say Sunday or Monday. I got a text or a notification on my phone that says there's an unidentified air tag near you, and here's what it's showing. And then it showed my route everywhere I'd been that day. Well, that route's an exact straight line from work to home and home back to work.
Yeah, it's one road,
stopping
essentially,
once, and the gym. It's like
slight deviation here.
So I thought, all right, scam alert. I'm not doing this. Click. That's it. I didn't even think about it. Well, the next day, same thing. Unidentified air tag has been spotted near you. This is a warning. Here's your route for the day: work, gym, home, and that night, pickleball. And back home.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. A lot of pickleball.
And I was like, what's going on here? What's happening? So then I started to think, somebody's tracking me. Somebody wants to know where I am.
Someone slipped an Apple tag into your vehicle?
Someone, exactly.
It's clearly a hot woman.
I felt like a hot woman had saw my minivan pull into the parking lot.
Who's he? I need to find out more.
You can smell it before it arrives. I think he lives in it.
So I went around to all four tires and felt up under, I was like, somebody's tracking
Who
me.
is it?
Who wants a piece?
Barehanded? You put a flashlight up there?
I barehanded it first.
Really?
Like a movie.
Like a movie. First, I was just like, let me see here.
Because in every movie where they're being tracked, they always pick the correct wheel well right away.
That's right.
Pull the tracker off.
That's right.
There it is.
I was like, somebody wants a piece.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Exactly.
It's like that old song.
It's like the old song. And I thought, my God, what is going on here? So, and I didn't dare tell my wife because I knew she would be really worried about this. Okay. So the next day it happens again.
Same message every time?
Every time. There's an unidentified air tag near you that you haven't, it's like you haven't hooked it up to your phone.
It linked or whatever.
To my phone. And so it's, gave me my coordinates, and I had been from home to work to the gym to home to pickleball and to home. With these mapping coordinates, if anybody got hold of that, my God.
If that information falls into the wrong hands.
Can you imagine?
My God.
Can you imagine?
Boy, it's worse than the signal leak.
So then I waited for my wife to leave the home, and I got up under the car. And felt around with the flashlight.
Show yourself.
Looked around.
Where are you, tag?
Exactly. And then I searched inside the car. I could not find the tag. And I was like, something's going on. It knows where I'm going.
Could you, I've never Apple AirTagged.
Right.
Could you use your phone as sort of a makeshift metal detector?
Well,
what do they call them? The Geiger counters? Where it goes crazy when it gets closer to the source?
Yeah, it should have. I would think you could do that.
Well, that's good. I didn't know how to do that and didn't think of it. That should be that way. Exactly right. But I didn't do that. So finally, the fourth day, and the fourth morning in a row was yesterday when I woke up, and it said, you got an unidentified air tag near you. And I had been, get ready for this, home to work, to the gym, to the grocery store, to home, to pickleball, and back home. If this information falls into the wrong hands,
there's an entire bureau in China tracking you.
Exactly. So I'm really worried about it. So finally yesterday I said, I have to tell my wife this. Finally. And I said, do you have any idea who could possibly be following me? And she goes, oh, I know exactly what happened. And I said, what? Please. I was pulling my hair out,
Who's after me?
Our dog has an air tag on her collar. And in our trip to the beach, it had fallen off the dog and was under the seat of the car. So it was our dog who was.
Well, now, how did your wife not notice that the dog's chip wasn't chipping?
Well, she knew the dog's chip wasn't chipping, and she's like, oh, I must have lost it at the beach, and she's already ordered a new air tag. for the dog.
So her phone didn't tell her that your AirTag is nearby?
No, it said, I guess it had just said it's not on the dog. She just saw it wasn't on the dog.
Yeah.
Because it's linked to her phone, it never even comes up unless you check it.
Yeah.
And she, so.
And it's not, because I have an AirTag on my dog's collar. So if I pull it up and look, it shows me where she is.
Yep.
But I don't think anyone else can see that.
She never even looked at it because she has the dog right beside her.
She had no reason to.
Right. 24/7, the dog's right there. If the dog goes missing, she would look at it. But it was telling me because my phone is not linked to the dog. And therefore, it knew every move I made.
Every step you take.
Every step I took. It is remarkable how linear my life is. It's one line back.
I was going to say, are you kind of disappointed?
I mean, it is one line back and forth. Then my wife said, well, pull it up on your phone. Let me see it. And I said, I can't. I only get it when it shows me. It's one of those where I can never get it back. And so.
Did it show up as a text message or just a notification?
It's a notification that pops up, and I look at it, and then when I close the screen, it would just go away,
Yeah, because if you click, it's under Find My, and then you just click on items.
There it is.
Like it shows where my dog is.
Right. So now you know where your dog is. Mm-hmm. Well, you know where I am all the time. On one road back and forth. One day I veered into the Dave's Hot Chicken parking lot.
What's this about? That's a bright building.
Hot chicken? Well, I never.
It's new. It's new, and it said,
well, it's bright and flashy.
Well, it said you made a stop at Dave's Hot Chicken. How does it know? It knew.
I noticed the olds are complaining about that. I don't like how the building looks.
Really?
Already? It's been open a week.
If you read some of the news stories, coming here, I guess it's quite a big deal, our first one.
Too flashy.
And people are like, I drove by and was blinded by the building. It almost caused me to wreck.
It's real flashy. Have you seen it?
It is flashy. I'll give it that.
I drive by it all the time.
I'm not eating there based on the fact that I can't see. Calm down. It's also too spicy for you, I'm sure.
They leave lights on all night, too.
All night.
I mean, it is lit up.
Power bills through the roof on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. Here's the point. Be careful with your dog's AirTag. If it falls out of your car, you pull your hair out for days.
You know, I was a little bit curious that you said that you had taken your van to the beach because I thought your daughter had reached the point where she would no longer ride in the vehicle because of the stench.
We were loading the van, or we were loading my wife's car, and because my daughter and wife overpack so much, we could not fit it, and it was to the roof, and I still hadn't gotten anything in.
You just hold up your remote and open that door. All right, ladies.
If you really want all this, it's got to be in the van.
Who needs 10 pairs of shoes for a week at the beach?
Well, apparently they do.
Yeah.
So my daughter took 10 minutes with Lysol wipes and wiped down the entire van. And we made an emergency stop for air fresheners.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
In the van.
The ones that attach to the vents or the ones that hang from the mirror?
How many times did you hear just say, ew?
A lot.
Ew.
So we attached to the vent. And then one day, it was on the way back, I was playing my music. I was playing Wagon Wheel and then a lot of others.
Morgan Wallen.
A lot. And I turned to my daughter and I said, now this is what's called real music. And I didn't hear anything from her. I turned back. She had her AirPods.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
What?
What a tough trip. Tough trip, especially with that AirTag thing now. It's too much technology.
Yeah.
And the Dave's Hot Chicken side is too bright. That is bright side.
I almost ran a red light.
My rods and cones are messed up, Jerry.
Brutal. And do we have to have a wing stop right across the street from a Dave's Hot Chicken?
How much chicken are we eating?
Yeah, that'll be the next complaint.
There's a wing stop there, too.
I want something local to open. Well, you open one. I can't do that.
Look, at least it's not a vape shop.
Well, right. We got plenty of those. Same route.
Yeah.
My route on Apple AirTag, it's remarkable how many vape shops I've passed. It's just back and forth.
Yep. Here, there, everywhere.
It's one line. In fact, I think they thought that I was some sort of bot because it was like, this can't be real where you're going.
This is one of those Waymos that drives itself?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like working home.
You can see my route. Same thing. Work, home.
Same all day.
I think most people probably.
I guess that must be how. It was so boring. You're right.
Although I do mix things up when I drive home from the grocery store. That's my big adventure.
He's going,
Yeah.
going a different route.
Big day out.
Oh, you know what mine is when I have to pick up a prescription from CVS.
Right.
Yeah. It'll be like, whoa, where are you going?
Keep your mind sharp. If you take a different route home, it keeps
Yep.
your mind sharp. But
That's what they always say.
I'm one road.
That's what they always
Oh,
say.
going to the hospital again.
I know.
Oh, what's it this time?
It's not your Siri suggestions, is it now, Biggie?
No, at this point it will. When
Want
I
to
get
go
in
to
the car,
Moses
yeah.
Code?
If
Or
it's a
like
weekend,
your Waze list is home, hospital.
yeah. It's
work.
like traffic to the hospital today. Great.
Just a 10-minute drive.
Mhm.
Anyway, speaking